In pharmaceutical manufacturing, purity is paramount. The risk of cross-contamination between different products or from cleaning agents. A single residue left behind in a piece of equipment can compromise the safety quality efficacy of the next batch produced. This could lead to adverse patient reactions. Product recalls, severe regulatory penalties. Therefore, establishing a robust and verifiable cleaning process is not just a good manufacturing practice, it is a fundamental requirement. Cleaning validation provides the documented evidence that cleaning procedures consistently remove residues to predetermined levels of acceptability. It is the cornerstone of patient safety and product integrity, ensuring that every dose is free from unintended contaminants. A Cleaning Validation Master Plan, or CVMP, serves as the high-level strategic document that guides all cleaning validation efforts within a facility. A well-structured cleaning validation master plan is organized into distinct sections, each addressing a critical aspect of the validation program. A typical CVMP begins with an introduction and purpose statement defining the document's scope and objectives. This is followed by a detailed description of responsibilities: quality assurance, production, engineering, the laboratory. Clearly assigning responsibility ensures that every task is owned by a specific group or individual. The CVMP must describe the equipment involved. A comprehensive list of product contact equipment, large-scale reactors, filling lines, hoses, clamps, and materials of construction that impact cleaning. The plan outlines the cleaning procedures and references the specific SOPs for cleaning each piece of equipment: manual, semi-automated, or fully automated, CIP. This provides context for what is being validated and forms the basis for risk assessments. The CVMP explains how maximum allowable carryover is calculated and the acceptance criteria used. It defines analytical methods, specificity, sensitivity, accuracy, and the monitoring and revalidation strategy. The execution of the CVMP is carried out through practical, well-documented activities. A central activity is the development and execution of specific cleaning validation protocols. Each protocol outlines a single validation study, specifying equipment, the cleaning procedure, and the number of consecutive successful runs required, typically 3. It also defines the sampling plan: swabs from hard-to-clean areas and rinse water samples, plus timing and chain of custody handling. Proper sampling locations, timing, and handling are critical to sample integrity. Chain of custody and paperwork must accompany samples to the lab. Personnel training is mandated by the CVMP. Operators must be trained and qualified. Training records and demonstrated technique, including swab technique, are required evidence. Any deviation during a validation run must be documented, investigated, and justified. Supervision and checklists ensure consistent human performance. Data are reviewed versus predefined acceptance criteria, active ingredient limits, cleaning agent limits, and microbiological controls. Limits must be scientifically justified and achievable by the cleaning process. Meticulous record-keeping ties activities together: protocols, raw data, training, deviations, calibrations. Once complete, a final validation report summarizes results, compares data to acceptance criteria, and concludes on validation status. The documentation package is objective evidence for auditors that processes are effective and compliant. This completes the execution cycle described in the CVMP. Adhering to best practices is essential for a successful and defensible CVMP. Adopt a risk-based approach from the outset. Use formal risk assessment tools like FMEA to identify and prioritize risks. Focus validation on highest risk areas: high toxicity, low solubility, or complex equipment geometry. Make the CVMP a living document. Schedule periodic reviews and update for process, equipment, or regulatory changes. Do not file it away and forget it. Stale plans create compliance gaps. Avoid unrealistic or unjustified acceptance criteria that cause unnecessary failures. Inadequate training of cleaning and sampling personnel can invalidate an entire study. Ensure strong cross-functional collaboration. QA should not write the CVMP in isolation. Get input from production, engineering, microbiology, and analytical development so the plan is realistic and defensible. Common mistakes include poor documentation, ignoring change notices, and failing to justify sampling locations. Embrace risk-based strategies, robust documentation, and maintained version control. Treat the CVMP as a strategic blueprint. It satisfies regulatory requirements and embeds a culture of quality. Quality protects the end user. That protection of the end user is the ultimate goal of pharmaceutical manufacturing. Create, maintain, and defend your cleaning validation master plan. It is the strategic blueprint for product purity and patient safety.